So hello and welcome. We are here playing a Legacy League with Black-Red Reanimator. This is the classic Reanimator deck that just this deck is the idea is not of a combo deck, it's a card advantage deck. The card advantage is called Griselbrand because drawing 7 cards seems good. So you just bomb out your hand to draw 7 and then draw another 7 and get a lot of creatures into play and win the game. There are some new additions to this deck that is in the form of grief, that is like an extra mass that you can do to yourself, but it's very good because sometimes you can just reanimate grief and win the game because it's stripping out your opponent's hand from the for two cards and getting a 3/2 menace sometimes get there. You have Serra Emissary, which can get protection from one card type. So like, let it be Planeswalker, lands, instant, sorceries, whatever you want. And Archon of Cruelty. This card is really strong. This card, when it comes into play, your opponent has to discard a card, sacrifice a creature or Planeswalker, and you draw a card. And they lose you life and you gain 3 life. And this also does it with the attack, and it is a legendary. It's played in Legacy a lot, and so I think this card is really good as when you can't have access to Griselbrand. Then you have Entomb and Faithless Looting to put your cards in graveyard, and then Reanimate, Exhume, and Animate Dead. This time we have Iona against combo decks, or some decks that can deal with Iona, Coffin Purge for the Mirror, and All Spell Darkblast for killing Bragov and Santhalias, Faerie Macabre for the same time Coffin Purge, Extra Grief when you are on the draw, and Chancellor of the Annex is not good. Shenanigans to a card that you can entomb like Darkblast and deal with Cage or so. Magus of the Moon against lands, and 4 Werther against Leylines of the Void. Okay, yeah. Let's just join. So we are here playing the round 1 with Reanimator. So this one does nothing. So this deck is a deck that you don't fear to mull. Like, we have many things, but we can put something in the graveyard, but I think we can get better 5s. This has no lands. We have Grief and should be the mono black list. I can play it if I haven't seen it. So this is mulligan to 5. You can win with mulligan to 4. This is no way to get a creature. You can Thoughtseize yourself. I'm gonna mull again. Okay, this hand is much better. Putting this. So I didn't keep the fetch because it make me, they could stifle me. I'm gonna play in 2 non-keep, so I play against Force of Negation. Griselbrand, go. Maybe this gives away too much information, but yeah, Moto 5, turn 2 combo. They choose to not shuffle, that's fine. So we just here I'm not gonna play a land and I'm not gonna play anything because here just drawing a black card seems so strong. So the plan of this deck is when you Griselbrand them, you just unmask and grieve them to death so that they have no way of coming back. I need to draw a black card here. This changed everything. Okay, so this makes that we next turn Can't play Grief and Animate Dead, Days Proof. What's up about you? That's weird. Okay, Serra Emissary is not the card that you would wish to draw, but there we have it. And this can be a turn 2 combo, but sometimes you just have to play it a bit slower. What are they playing? This Endurance. Okay, Endurance. Yeah, sure. Yeah, Mythic Endurance is not something you want to play against. This game is gonna go pretty long, probably. Yeah, Classic, we play the round 1 against the deck that plays Endurance and main deck. That's the Classic. What's this? Jace. Oh, it's Alluran, and we cannot grief with Alluran. Okay, sure. So Uro makes them draw a card. If they have Harpy that they didn't have, or they stack the cards wrong. So here I can unmask them. I can animate the Uro. I can unmask myself and get the Emissary, but Emissary here is really bad if they have. If they don't play Wastelands. I think Reanimating Emissary does nothing. Okay, now the Living Wish for the black creature, and we lose the game. Atherak, their archers. This, I'm gonna let them combo a bit and then I'm gonna concede. This make them go into the dungeon. And because they are not in the dungeon already, this gets bones. So now they can just completely, we will let them do this a bit. They get, maybe someone doesn't know how this works. You play this and you advance 1 in this combo. So you enter the cave entrance, they're here, then they choose Goblin Lair or Mine Tunnels, and they can create a Goblin or they create a Treasure. They choose to create a Treasure. Okay, this. Okay, see, now they advance in the next. Now they advance into Dark Pool. And each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. This card, the thing that it does is that you have to remain in the field, you have to be into a special dungeon that you haven't selected. So Dark Pool, then they go to the Temple of Dumathoin. And they will re-enter. I'm gonna concede in 1 minute. So this, now they can go into the cave entrance again. And they just go through this a bunch of times and that's it. So here Iona is lights out for this deck. Serra Emissary does nothing. Archon of Cruelty is fine. Maybe it doesn't even need it. They could have Caracas, so you're playing Endurance. Maybe Magus of the Moon, but this deck plays a ton of basics. So I think this is the plan. Just resubmit this. Maybe on the draw we want different things. Sure. Here we can. I think this can be a bit crazy, but maybe not. Maybe it's just playing Thoughtseize first, also Grief first. Here you have to first select your opponent. Okay, they have 1 force of something, also will. And now Badlands, Faithless. Okay, here if we just make this on green, they can't probably win. We can make it on blue. Yeah, on blue it's better because we are gonna win before they get to anything. So we also cut all the all the cantrips that they have. I guess in blue they could draw Caracas, so we stop this from getting Caracas, and they are not gonna get Alluren before we kill them for hitting for 7. Now we killed our hand to get an Iona. That's something. Yeah, this is card advantage in some way. Okay, we can reanimate a Grief soon. Also, they have hard time winning without. They could get Living Wish. Yeah, without cantrips or so. Also hard to Living Wish. Okay, they don't have Living Wish yet, at least. They cannot cast Icewind Coder, and I'm just gonna get Grief because if they get Living Wish, I want to be punishing them with something. So if for some reason they get Caracas, yeah, sure. I'm gonna take Brainstorm. Doesn't really matter. Okay, I guess it's game over. Okay, sure. Okay, now on the play, things are a bit different. I like Grief more. The Magus of the Moon is decent. Wear Tear. Christian, Nasir, you're still there? How would you sideboard here? Will you kill double Chancellor? It's a pretty medium card. But Magus of the Moon. If Icewind Coatl, they are interested in getting basics, but Archon, Iona, Magus. Maybe getting Wear Tear to destroy the Alluring on the I'm gonna check what this deck plays. Does it play some cards in the sideboard against Reanimator? Caracas, Carpet, Fatal Push, Brazen Borrow, Force of Negation, Reclamation Sake, Uro. No, they have Caracas in the sideboard. I'm gonna bring in the Magus of the Moon. I just get them with that. Okay, so yeah. The hand that would probably don't cast anything on turn 1, just pass. I draw a Petal or a Ritual. Okay. Gonna pass here. I'm gonna try to force through. Here you can also just wait it out. Really wait it out. Draw another black card for. I think maybe if I draw another black card, maybe I just wait to double unmask them. Okay. Interesting. Interesting at least. So I'm gonna grief with Unmask. I could Reanimate grief to take another card. That's a very good play. Let's see what they have. They have double interaction spell, Veil of Summer, sure. Okay. That's fine. Draw a card, you gained one thing. Caracas, okay. So here I hope to draw a mana source. Okay. I'm gonna Thoughtseize. I can Entomb Reanimate. Let's see what they have. They could Endurance me. So what are they thinking? They're forcing that, so that's fine. I'm gonna Reanimate Grief. So this takes another card and puts quite a lot of pressure on them. Abrupt Decay, Atherak, Lurch. So I don't know. Attack the Atherak, Lurch. Let them stranded with the decays. they play something, I can get. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna attack first. Yeah, this Grief can run the distance here. Yes, it's Alluran, red, Faithless Looting. This and this. Yeah, we just win with the Grief. Would be fun at least. Okay, now we have an Archon and they just die. I'm gonna Grief again to have a Grief in my graveyard. Okay, okay, but yeah, they can't have Force of Negation now, but okay. Yeah, the second Veil of Summer there, very bad. You need to have like Force blue card or Endurance green card. They had Endurance. Okay, sure. They go really low on cards, so the second Veil of Summer there. I still think we are in a great spot here. Okay, they're gonna force this. Okay, it was a good brainstorm. Also will brainstorm Endurance, but did you see your little Grief fighting through the mist? Even if they get to drop something, it has Menace. Okay, does not match. Okay. Okay, we have to dodge a creature there. Grief! This little thing just getting there is pretty amazing. Even through the double Veil of Summer they had, I think this hand in game 2 on the draw is good because you can draw many things and you have a lot of discard. No build here, Archer. Reanimate will not be bad. Okay, so this just got better. I'm gonna play my land first if they have days. So I'm gonna grief with Unmask. And I can Thoughtseize, Entomb, Reanimate. Yeah, I'm gonna pay for this. Yeah, they're playing the land head off. Oh, this is infect. Okay, sure. Here we just get a huge Griselbrand. They can beat an Archon. Like, there's no way they beat an Archon, right? Huh. Probably still better just drawing a million of cards. It's always Crystal, but I think they can't beat an Archon. So we draw again. Go to 5. Here, looting. Here we can get this or see what we draw. Okay. So this and this goes black mana, dark ritual, Exhume. Exhume for Serra Emissary, creature, and get the Chancellor. And I think this should be just game. Yeah. Yeah, when you keep a good 7, this is not something really strange. But this is, it's not strange with this deck. When this deck goes off, it really goes off. So they have a Nexus. Because they're you and creators you control have protection. So they win with infect. So if I name creator, they cannot kill me, like never. Because they can't remove this, so it's just game over. They cannot. So they can have swords. Okay, swords my thing, doesn't matter. Okay, so Chancellor on the draw is pretty bad. Darkblast has to be good. Grief on the play. They play Caracas, they play Crop, they play Sword, so not great. One Magus of the Moon. So they could play cards like Rest in Peace or Cage or so, but hello DN Solver. This is a deck you like. I think you like it. Welcome to another legacy video. No. It's... I think one Magus of the Moon. Fine. Should I... Maybe I should board in. This one does nothing. You're just... I'm really typing with my feet. Right now, you're what you're posting because you are the clone of everyone. Not the clone, the doppelganger? The alter ego? Okay, this one is fine. Here we bottom are looting the alt, yeah. I miss that you play, like, you don't play Magic anymore, or you just have an alt account on? Because I feel it's sad. Okay, here. What's the play? What do you mean? To take part on the league? Yeah. If you want, you can just join. You can just make you join on Discord. Rest in peace, please not. Okay, so we have a plan against this, but not a really good one. Yeah. Fine, I'm just gonna try to hardcast things. Play like one rest in peace. Like, I don't think the Stronghold Gambit is that good. It's risky, but I'm gonna cast Unmask now. That, yeah. So this is a deck that on the play is far better than on the draw. They are double Veil of Summer, sure. I'm probably taking Foss. So my gut of not playing the Grief on turn 1 was right. They were holding Veil. Yes, sure. It's gonna be good against Grief regardless, but I'll play it this turn. Yeah, too late. Remember Stronghold Gambit, it's only good if you play that Discus Belt and then probably you have to play a Discus Belt for the Force and then a Discus Belt for the Creator. So this is not going well. Not yet. So maybe I saw it, but I don't remember if I saw your depths right up in the depths Discord. Not so easy to say. Okay, we are drawing lands, that's sure. I'm gonna Grief and they are gonna cast Veil, but yeah, probably the plan is to hard cast something. We can raise. Probably not. I don't know if this game is still winnable. Yeah, you can always draw like Dark Ritual Griselbrand, right? Dark Ritual Griselbrand. I'm gonna block. I think I'm not gonna raise this with this, so you want to waste an invigorate there, that's fine. Gives us more turns to fight. Yeah, I'm casting Faithless Looting because I have a dead card. Entomb and I'm gonna cast Thoughtseize here. I'm probably gonna fail. And I'm gonna Darkblast this in response. Okay, I'm paying for this. So we're getting rid of the clock, yeah. Our opponent's being good at drawing the double veil all this time. Agent, okay. Nothing mattered. Okay, I'm gonna concede, like, this is just a waste of time. I'm not gonna get to 8 mana before they draw Fossil Will or something. We'll need to draw like really good, so let's be on the play. With all our weapons. So I'm not gonna board. The player just tried to win. Serra Emissary is probably not that good. So what can I cut? Maybe a grief. Having Chancellors and Thoughtseize and grief. Okay. This is a turn 1 Gristle Daddy. Will be okay. Turn 1 Gristle Daddy with protection. They multi 6. So they multi 5. So here my plan is to grieve them, then Thoughtseize myself, and then Reanimate Griselbrand. I think that's the right play. Maybe you have to play a slower game, maybe not, but they did multi 5. We need to have even if we play turn 1 discard, we will have 3 cards. Okay, we take swords. This dies. The reason board, probably the Angel Pulse board is not that good. But they have swords and maybe the fairy. At the Griselbrand. Look at target player's hand. Maybe I take, maybe Reanimating Grief is better than Reanimating Griselbrand. You never know. I'm gonna play this. Here they called Berserk me. My Griselbrand next turn. That's a play they can make. Okay. So if they're casting Brainstorm, we are good. They could use Berserk to kill my Griselbrand, but this still makes that I draw cards and gain 7. Yeah, Black-Red Reanimator always fast. Yeah, Grief is really strong. Here I'm probably willing to cash in the Archon if I'm able to. I have to worry that Reanimate doesn't do the trick. Draw cards. Okay, so here we Grief again with Reanimate. And with the Archon, I get to have life. They really like to make me pay for dazes, right? That's really not something they will need. Okay, Berserk goes. So looting. I did draw something I can cast. There's quite a lot of tempo with that, but okay, here is another double fatty. So I gain 3 life, I draw a card, they have to sacrifice creatures. And they have to pay 1 more for everything. Probably discarding Mystic Rainforest. Discarding Brainstorm, sure. Okay, they conceded from the game. Easy peasy. Yeah, the classic turn 1 deck. Okay. Jackie Brown, the person with Uber Red that beats on the other league, got a trophy, so yeah, good for them. So we are here on round 3. We are currently 2-0 against Bouncing Jetty. This hand is an amazing hand. If we draw a land, we have like 18 draws that wins us the game, right? Where is Reanimator? We have 14 lands and 4 petals, so 18 cards that wins the game on turn 1. With having a discard spell in between. This is a keep or a mall. I'm really greedy, maybe this is a mall. I don't know why they banned Glimmer Posts. It has to be some weird thing. Okay, I'm gonna believe, but this hand was, yeah, that's 18 draws. It's 14 lands and 4 Lotus Petals. So 18 draws is quite a lot. One each 3. No mox. Gonna mull. Okay, this hand is worse. Okay. This hand is an Entomb effect, a way of winning, so I'm probably putting Reanimate back. I can put Exhume back. I'm gonna put Exhume back because I could need to Thoughtseize myself. Oh, Goblin Lucky, okay. Here I think I have to grieve with Dark Ritual so that don't they get Moxus. They had the Moxus. They also have Kiki Tiki, but I could reanimate Moxus, but doesn't seem like the greatest play. So they can put Kiki Tiki into play and mock War Marshal. Yeah, I'm not gonna fetch because if they draw a pot, oh, they're not putting Kiki Tiki. That's weird. Well, I've put Kiki Tiki into play. There is so much value. So we are an Entomb, a Faithless Looting, or something, a way of winning. They're not gonna fetch. Okay. So let's go. I take Griselbrand. Look at my cards. 15. Reanimate Griselbrand. I am at 7. Okay, that should be fine. Still. I can make 5. Okay, we can play Wasteland. Yeah, we got slightly punished. Okay. I block a Lucky. Let's see. You have 2 cards. I can put a Kiki-Jiki and Munitions Expert into play. I'm gonna draw 7 cards, so. So 5 goblins controlled, so I'm gonna draw regardless. Yeah, that doesn't matter. Yeah, they kill it in response, that's fine. But the important is that I draw 7 cards. And I could get another Griselbrand. Okay, Archon. We don't have a reanimation spell. Okay, this is not a reanimation spell, so we are dead. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, sometimes you don't draw good things. So here, Weird Tear is really good. Usually I have Caracas. I'm gonna board in Darkblast. Grief is not like the best card. They have mostly ley lines and this kind of cards. Shenanigans, they usually also have relics. Yeah, Elish is good, but we don't have Elish right now, so we can cut a few Archons. Because they probably don't. Thoughtseize is better. Thoughtseize can be used to get our cards, so I think this is a play. They also have Caracas, so they can play around Elephant, but yeah, Elephant is pretty good. We have an answer to Leyland, but no plan. Okay, we have Entomb Reanimate, so yeah, Serra's probably better because it can't be bones. And how they win if I... Yeah, okay, so here's... If I get Archon turn 1, how they win, I probably just dump Exhume. Maybe it's better to... They could have Surgical. I'm gonna dump Exhume. Okay, so they have Surgical or they have other kind of card. They don't have Leyline. They could have maybe Surgical. But I think you go for it anyway, right? Okay. So yeah, we ritual. We can Thoughtseize, looting, and let's see what kind of hate they have. Relics and Goblin Lucky, yeah, sure. I'm gonna take Goblin, no, I'm gonna take Relic. Their hand was a bit slow, even if. Okay, so we have 2 fatties on turn 1. Let's see. This card is so good. Like, this card is amazingly good. Because this draws 7, but this card is just so busted. Okay, they seem to have conceded. Okay, cool. So they have cages and so relics. So the thing, Serra, Emissary, this card is just, yeah, this counters, but they have can also just. I think I'm gonna go with the same, like having Wear Tear and Unmask and Thoughtseize. Something of the Annex is also no lands, no fun. Okay, this has lands. So here probably it's Griselbrand. Or maybe Exhume. It's probably Griselbrand, right? This draws some cards. It's Thoughtseize. I'm gonna dump Thoughtseize. They have a plan. Our opponent's most to 5. They're really searching for the graveyard cards, so no Leyline, that's good. So maybe a Relic. Caracas, okay. Sure. Okay, this is. So I'm gonna try to hit land drops. Okay, so it's Griselbrand and Reanimate. But they could have slow rolled Cage here, like a graveyard take card, but let's see. Maybe it's like Rest in Peace. Okay. What's this? I'm gonna try to reanimate Griselbrand. Okay. Sure. They can bones, sure. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna cast this. I don't want them to give the Moxus or Matron, so I'm gonna take Goblin Matron, Goblin War Marshal. So here I can Entomb for Archon. Here I can Entomb for Archon. Maybe they have Sting Scourger. Sting Scourger is a card that... Yeah, it's Marco Barrow, thanks for the follow. They're gonna kill my petal, that's fine. Nothing against that. Oh, I should have entombed last turn, doesn't matter. But would have been a good play. If I jumped entomb, just entomb the turn, but whatever. Archon. They lose a life, that's fine. I am at 7, that's a healthy life total. So now I'm gonna entomb for, okay. For the angel. Okay. If I Exhume again, they are gonna get a Moxus, which probably doesn't matter because the angel just eats everything, but maybe it does matter. Yeah, I probably need to do that. So what I prefer, that they get Moxus or Sling and Commander. Oh. It's a bold attack. I also forgot to entomb this turn, but doesn't matter. So, yeah, can attack first. See what I draw. Maybe I should not. Okay, maybe I drew the angel and I was dead. So yeah, a bit of bad play from my part. Here comes this non-legendary angel. This should just seal the deal, even if they get Moxus. Have protection from creatures, and they yeah, but if they get, for example, another of this, I could be dead, right? Like they attack for 4 and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's exactly 10 if they draw another Sling Gang. Creature. Like if they drew another, they cannot be the Serra. This also has protection from creatures. Okay, I didn't know that. I thought that this was only the angel and them having protection from creatures. Goblins doesn't play swords. Sure. Yeah, so this card is really strong. Okay, 3-0. So maybe doing nothing did something, but they could have killed me for Exhume. So 3-0. So we are here playing round 4 against tokens with a Reanimator deck. We are currently 3-0, which is really great. We are playing against Death and Taxes. So here on the play, so here probably we just want to cast Bloodstained Mire past and Animate Dead so they cannot wasteland, because if we go the route of cast Faithless Looting first, they could waste or Badlands and we will have no mana for Animate Dead, so I think that's the right play there. Maybe I don't forget to Entomb this time. Yeah, we will have 14 cards to fight the good fight. So I'm gonna get, yeah, it's always a hard decision. What's better, a 1/1 that gives protection, or a 7/7 lifelink creature? It's never that easy. So we're gonna draw some cards. Hello, Overhaul. Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna probably draw again. So I'm at 5, so no reason to worry. They're conceding. Yeah, Archon is the second. I'm gonna look at the other hand first to see what they have. Maybe I don't have mana to Archon. Yeah, I have mana. Don't have. Solitude, sure. Yeah, I'm fine with you letting me draw more cards. Iona sucks because of Caracas. So we take swords because it does something. We're missing some mana. I'm gonna cast Looting here because we could draw Dark Ritual or something like that. We are at a good level. Oh, we can reanimate, that's true, but that's fine. Yeah, we gained life. I didn't. Okay, Iona and so Angel and another Griselbrand. So we can reanimate again. Another Griselbrand, that's also good. And then we just take this. We just take the Stoneforge. Oh, that's empty. So yeah, we don't need so many. Okay. Yeah, this deck is a card advantage deck. You remember that I say that? That's the truth, because yeah, this is quite a lot of card advantage. Yeah, so they have to just draw Caracas here to punish me in some way. Yeah, they have to draw Caracas. Exactly. Okay, Vial doesn't seem to do much. You're gonna do it on my Unkeep for the Archon, so that I don't draw it. I drew the Serra. Okay, sure. Okay. So 1 up against Urine Death and Taxes. So DM Solver, if you want to join, I'm free though to let you. Rest in Peace and Surgical, so probably Grief is good. And Chancellor is bad. Okay, so let's see. Darkblast is also good some way. Magus of the Moon, Iona. Iona seems good if we get like Serra, Iona, right? Like Serra Emissary for lands, Iona for white. We board things against their artifacts and enchantments. I'm gonna go with this. Okay, we have a weak. Oh, that's a. How good is this hand? Like, we have looting. I'm gonna keep this. Let's see. Okay, so we are there to cage, right? I think not so. We didn't have the Shenanigans, no. Okay, so we're on the plan of play a lot of get a lot of rituals. Sure. Yeah, I think just getting the clock out is quite a good play. Where is Darkblast? Here. Yeah, that's my plan. I don't want to start casting lootings because of the wastelands. Like my plan is to get to the lands, so okay, their plan is to bring Yorion, sure. Then I'm not gonna cast this. Yeah, this also makes that I probably make my next land drop. Grief and Entomb. So the plan here is to get to play Dark Ritual 4, 5, 6, 7. We are missing 1 mana right now. We are probably missing 2 mana next turn because they're gonna cast. So now we know that they have Cage. We have 1 of Cage, right? Or even don't, but I think that the Grief hard casted is really hard to get this there. Oh, there. Okay, I will need a lot of Lucky Top decks. A lot of Dark Rituals. See, if I draw a good card, I'm gonna keep playing. If not, okay, this card does nothing. I'm just gonna concede, I think. I think it's really not a way that we win with the with the Grief they're attacking. Darkblast, oh, Shenanigans could be good, but I can keep the Cage, so it's maybe fine. Iona is good. I think Serra Emissary is probably better. Just try to win on turn 1 and not sideboard. Maybe it's the best plan. Looting, I don't like to cut looting. I think the card is great. Is looting better or... Yeah, Darkblast is awesome. The problem is that Darkblast only hits the turn 2 cards. So okay, this hunt is great. I'm gonna put down Serra Emissary. I'm gonna cast turn 1 Unmask. And maybe Thoughtseize. Like, my plan is that they never get to cast a 2-mana creature. They have to have a 1-mana hate bear, so I prefer to have this card there. The draw is probably better because they play turn 2 Thalia on the play and you get turn 2 Darkblast. That's fine. I think you have to be a bit greedy with this deck. So we cast Unmask with Griselbrand. They're on a mult to 5 already, so Thalia, Path to Exile. Okay, sure. We're gonna take Thalia and just pass. So end of turn Entomb and Griselbrand. We need to draw a land. Or a Petal. Or a Dark Ritual. Well, we have 20 hits. Yeah, Reanimate this also. So we have 24 hits. 24 hits seems quite good. So half of our deck, a bit less than half. So like 2/5 of our deck wins the game. So yeah, they can Gristle. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, this doesn't win the game, but we can Thoughtseize. Okay. They're on literal nothing. They're gonna start porting, which is okay. I'm gonna put also the Archon in my graveyard. I'm gonna draw the land. Yeah, the port is hard, but they also have nothing going, so we get what we get. Okay, here's a Lotus Petal that I'm not gonna deploy. Maybe they keep on the plan of doing so. If they play a Thalia, then I'm gonna play my Petal. If not, yeah, we are good. There's one less Petal. Also depends what they draw. So they could just draw Rest in Peace and game over or so. They don't draw. If they don't draw a relevant card, they're probably gonna draw Plains. Can't I tell more? So usually on the play, you want the Chancellors of the Annex because they are like having a Thoughtseize that just free to cast and no cards, no mana. And on the draw, sometimes you have to sideboard answers. The biggest thing that you need to know about this deck is what cards are your opponent playing against you. That's the thing you need the most and the most important one. Like, those are the two things that you need to know. Also, if they play Thalia on me, that's bad, but they have more Skyclave apparition than Thalias. So they have 4 Skyclaves, 3 Thalias. So I prefer to just... Okay, they did not draw a relevant spell. Sure. They're playing really slowly. We had 23 hits. This was one of them, and this place... Yeah, you probably caught Chancellors of the Annex. Usually when you bring against Leyline, you just bring the yeah, they're gonna path me, but that's fine, I don't care. Okay, no path? Sure. Here I can Archon or probably better to Archon or to... Also the problem about Archon is they could drop Pacekeeper and I don't have an out to Pacekeeper. That's my biggest issue. So I think I'm gonna get Archon. I'm gonna get the Angel. At least on the first. Here we play around Mana Tide. You probably don't have it, but this is good against instants. Yeah. So this may be wrong because I can Skyclave this. Oh, Yorion, sure. Okay, I was afraid of... No. What is Malevolent Hermit? Let's see, it can be a good card, but I don't know it. Ah, it's the blue card. Counter-attack and non-creative spell. I don't think that card is quite good. Yeah, it's a blue card that does things, but here with Faithless, maybe we get another thing rolling. So now we are proof against Surgical, and yeah, I think it's not that good of a card. What's this? Sacrifice, it's a counter, and then this one, you might cast this card from your graveyard. Oh, maybe if I make this smaller. Here. You may cast this card from your graveyard, transform it for the disturb cost, and then transform it as 2/2 flying. Non-creature spells you control can be countered. And maybe it's not that bad. You can just entomb for it and then it can't be countered. Oh, Christian, there you have a card. It's like a silence that, but you may cast, disturb is cast? You might cast, so they can counter this. So, yeah. As they can counter the Hermit. If it was like on Earth, it will be really good. So, Faithless Looting, sure. Okay. We get another thing. We get another friend. Now this makes them discard, draws us cards. Okay, if they Skyclave one of them, we win. Yeah. Yeah, we can cast Faithless Looting again next turn. So, oh, it doesn't get exiled. It's not like flashback. Okay, yeah, maybe it's worth. They're gonna cast Yorion. Yeah, sure. You can cast Yorion and sacrifice it to our Archon. This card is so good. We're 4-0 with Black Red Reanimator. Yeah, nothing. So here we are playing for the 5-0. So this hand has a Reanimator spell, but no Reanimator card. This hand is quite good. We're on the draw, so we have like how many hits? We have 10 hits, 18 hits. I think that's a bit low. I'm gonna mulligan this. Okay, this hand is much better. You have turn 1 kill. So I'm gonna probably put down the Scrubland. Have double Entomb. Maybe they force the Entomb. I think that's fine. I'm gonna put the Scrubland down, reveal Chancellor, and see what they do. Taiga. Okay. What are they playing? Okay, we have double Entomb and double Reanimation spells, so I got Noble Hero. I don't know what we are playing against. Two? Okay, I'm probably should draw. I go to 4, so no, not on bolt range. So okay, I discard this. I discard this. I discard this. So let's see. Caracas. Okay, Caracas is a good card to have. Yeah, okay, doesn't matter. I'm gonna attack that, gonna bones. I'm gonna discard it. Are they playing like classic old school Zoo? Like the most Zoo of the Zoos. Here we can live the discard card and we can Thoughtseize because we got out of bolt range. Archon has been doing really a lot of work. That's probably, they played Taiga, that's probably this deck. Right, Arbor, Bridge of Paradise, entering it. That's like a Maverick deck with a lot of red. Carpet, Venus, Court of Grace, Endurance, Pyroblast, Bujuka Bog. No crop rotation, that's old school Maverick. You have to discard a card. Hello, Red Hot Phil. Yeah. But we gain 3 life here. So, no problem. That's the reason. So, okay, we take Swords. They have Dryad Arbor and Crimson Senate. You can play white Leyline, but the card is not that great. Yeah, I would have not Thoughtseized. Also, I've seen the deck list and it doesn't have Bolt, but it has Punishing Fire. So here we swing. We gain 3 life. Let's discard something. We can Reanimate Clothes, which I think is quite a good plan. Because it's a legendary enchantment creature, not a legendary creature. So here probably just playing. I'll probably cast Dark Ritual. Yeah, Archon is really a strong card. So here, this. I called Reanimate. They're gonna Reanimate one of this. I can Reanimate Archon. I can Reanimate. I'm gonna just Entomb for the Angel and Reanimate next turn. The both new creatures are really strong in this deck. We have Wastelands. Yeah, okay, they play Knights, so they have Wastelands. So 5, 7. We got a Clothes! Oh. We have cards like Endurance and Abu Jukabok, Gadok Tea, Collector Roof, Scavenging Goose. So these cards are great. Magus of the Moon is also fine against this kind of deck. All the creatures are 2 Thoughtness, so I don't think that's worth. So I think I'm just gonna go with this. They don't have Thalia. They have Birds and Noble Heritage and Dryad and Ragavan. Maybe it's. I'm gonna board in this too. They have Ragavan, so maybe Darkblast does things. But I just want to take the the Archon, the Endurance, and win the game. Okay, last game for the 5-0. Ragavan can be a problem. They could just like draw. So they played Knight. They played, I think Angel and Archon is fine. Also, you're gonna win with if you have that. Maybe it's worth having Iona plus Angel. Maybe. Okay, this is a turn 1 hand with backup, so we keep those. Yeah. It also depends that if you have to mold to 5 a lot, or like you mold to 5 and they have Force of Will, but so here there's an important thing against this deck because we know that they play Bojuka Bok the sideboard, so don't Faithless Looting the turn that you are not reanimating. Like if you go turn 1 Faithless Looting and discard a fatty and you try to reanimate turn 2, they're just gonna drop Bojuka Bok and you are you're very bad situation. So we keep this, they mold to 6, so they mold to 6 and we have Grief. Grief seems like a real addition, like having 8 free discard spells for turn 1, able to 5, so okay. So they have to have some really special cards like a Leyline to us not winning this. If they drop Leyline, that's just what it is. Okay, no Leyline, no Leyline. That's great. Mulligan to 5, no Leyline. What's this? Ragavan? No, Noble Hero. Birds of Paradise. Yeah, seems good. Here you always choose to discard and then Grip Ranger, and we don't have, so we take the Knight because these both do nothing. We are not gonna Exhume at least soonish because we are gonna Reanimate. Griselbrand. Here Archon on turn 2 will be the Bane. Petal. We can looting, we can pass, we can looting, but I'm not gonna looting here. I think it's not really worth. Yeah, they're pitching the Reanimate. The Entomb was that, but they will need a lot going. So they play Scrib Ranger, then they play Quasali. Sure. Okay, they can play Quasali. They could blow up my Petal, but not the winning play they probably want to do. There was a decision on taking the Exhume or the Reanimate, but for example, if they have something like Leyline, I don't know. The Leyline Surgical, I don't really know what's better. They did draw swords. Maybe yes. Yeah, the problem is okay. Those are more free cards that we get to draw. Here, Santi says that we can reanimate Grief. Yeah, reanimate, that doesn't seem like that of a bad plan. Like, reanimate Knight. Reanimate Knight. Nilhume46, thanks for the follow. So they don't get a Knight. So we get another Griselbrand. Here we can looting first. We lose one card, but something, maybe we draw something. We get an Archon. And here we Exhume. We Exhume Grief. Get the Quasali. And now they have a really hard time winning. We have a lot of pressure. They should have probably cast the Quasali Primate last turn. Yoo! 5-0! Yeah, trophy. First day of the league trophy. Is it true that the first day of the league's coming back, I have most time trophied? But yeah. Not bad, not bad. Black-Red Reanimator. Easy peasy. Making ticks since 2015. Okay. So yeah, not bad to be on the leaderboard. So there are 6 people on the leaderboard and we are one of them. Okay, and Christian with Black-Red Reanimator also just... Okay, my friend Nysirk is also playing Black-Red Reanimator, and he also just got at the same time as me a trophy. Now it's 2 in the morning for me, I have to sleep. So I know it's fast, but it's at least 1 hour. So another day more. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for following. Thanks for everything. Yeah, and yeah, see you tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow we will stream again. Probably early, between 12 in the morning Spain time and 6 or 7 in the evening Spain time, because today I had to stream later because of the downtime. So yeah, thank you and bye.